Hey, yo, what up, my peeps? Welcome back to another episode of Half an Hour with the Big Dogs with my boy Sal right here. Welcome back, my boy. How you been?
Good, good.
You
Brought to
should put
you.
the camera back, bro, a little bit down. You can see your face, man.
Brought to you by Access.
It says, man. Salud.
Yeah.
So, what you want to talk about today, my boy? What's on
Uh,
your mind?
I was telling you that I don't like bringing down the vibe, right? But
Yeah.
there's like this rumor going around that before all this conflict started, our government is telling the soldiers that to prepare for the arrival of Christ, and this is the Holy War, bro.
You know what I think? I think we're in the last days, right? Since you brought this up,
It's a good. I was like, whoa,
yeah.
like I'm like, I don't know how true that is, right? For
But
TikTok.
you know, but look, bro, if you really look at this, okay, you believe in the Bible, you read the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Revelations.
Yes.
What does it say? That when you hear the Trump is going to be the end of the world. Who's the president
Trump,
right now?
yeah.
Trump is a president. See, sometimes a lot of people feel like a Trump is going to come. Nah,
And he is a loud one.
he's a loud one,
He is
and
a,
everybody listening to him when he talks. And
like him or hate him.
Yeah, he's a Trump. So maybe it is the end of days, bro. And remember what the Bible said: that all the kingdoms were going to fall, and this one was going to rise. He's taking everybody out.
Little by little.
Little by little, bro. First Venezuela, and then all this, and then he's doing all that,
He
bro.
even mentioned that Cuba's next.
Yeah. And he mentioned that a lot of people next. He just said the last time too, bro, like if Spain didn't want to let him use the landing strips or whatever it was called, that he was just gonna take over, bro. Like it just doesn't matter, dude.
We're definitely living in interesting times. I'm like, first of all, going back to the religious base, it says that nobody will know when the time will come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're telling our soldiers, bro.
Man, look, bro, to me there's so many stuff that us we don't know about.
Like, are they just trying to brainwash them, or
Nah, bro, I think we really even Trump said it, bro, last when we're celebrating Christmas 2025, celebrate because this might be your last Christmas. He even said that, bro, out loud. He said that shit on the news. He said that. He said, "Enjoy because this must be your last Christmas that we're gonna celebrate." I mean, you don't know what's going on, especially with this Epstein files and all that. He'll rather go to war than go to jail.
and the revelations means the truth will be let out, right?
Yeah,
So all these the
are coming
information,
out.
the truth is kind of hard to hide
Yeah, now,
nowadays.
bro, like look at this, but your favorite actress or singer or actor, whatever, eating people, bro.
Baby's guts.
This is just for teaching purposes.
We don't
TikTok.
know what we're talking about. TikTok, we're sorry.
No, but you know what I mean though. It's just like so many stuff that are going on in this world that now they, bro, if you really see it, it's like whatever in the DC or a Marvel or like a
We're,
movie, bro.
we're
Like
right before the bad guy
yeah,
comes, huh?
yeah. Like right now we're like we need a hero or we need this. You know what I mean? And the whole world it's just like okay, you know when you're a kid, bro, you don't really see it because you're just concentrating on dumb shit, right? But when you get older, it's like you take out the blindfold. If you want to take out the blindfold, and then you start looking around, bro, then you're like, yo, man, what's up with all these people, man?
I think I think people willingly put on the blindfold.
Yeah,
They
but
don't want to accept it.
there's a lot of people that are scared, bro, to take it out. They'd rather just be like, I don't,
I don't
like,
see it.
yeah, like when a girl is being cheated on by her husband and she knows it, but she just doesn't want to accept it, like that. 100%. You know, it was like I know that was out there doing his stupid shit, but as long as I
I
don't see
bought her
it,
the shades, bro. No, no, bro, that really took me back, bro, because it's like, okay, we go from not even in teaching that no more to the kids to like telling all of our military men, bro, like, like you guys, you got a warning already. You gotta like, hey, God, like, did Jesus or whoever? I feel like they're gonna manufacture this, bro.
I think that
Like,
they're gonna do the blue beam project that was going on
yeah,
back in the early mid 2000s. And I believe that what they do, okay, like for example, this right when they started with like the aliens, all the aliens are coming, this and that. What happened? It went away.
nobody believed
Nobody
it.
believed it. Boom. So now what they're gonna do is they're gonna make a fake Jesus coming, and that's gonna make it a new world order.
He's gonna be cool at first,
yeah,
and then it's gonna turn
yeah, because you know what I mean. Like,
heel turn.
religion, bro, started like to me, bro, as ¿cómo se llama? As violent, bro, violent people and people that just wanted to hold people down. And to me, that's how I see it. And
There's a quote, bro, that like with all the things that came out, you're like now you understand why God was the way He was in the Old Testament. Like we were doing this back
the
then too.
same,
The same
same
thing that
shit.
we were doing.
Hookers, hoeing, drinking, drugs, lust,
Drugs might be the least of that. Can you believe that the drug use might be the least problem to worry about? At least you're just harming yourself.
and shower. Nobody will shower.
Nobody will shower.
It's not display, but like
Still.
it's for this day for now. Like look at this, bro. Like going back to the Epstein files, who were there fucking sacrificing kids to the cow?
From the
Well,
Aztecs.
for back in the days, this has been going on for years. That's what I'm telling you, bro. There's stuff out there that we do not know, that they're hiding from us, that we do not know, like aliens and all that. To me, bro, like the world is just
A show. A
it's
theater.
just a show. Yeah,
A
it's a
theater.
big ass movie, bro.
It's a
It's a
theater.
boo. Look, to me, this is what I believe. Whatever they show you on TV, it's fake.
Yeah.
Whatever they
Because
show you, it's
they show you all these things what's going on in Iran, bro.
yo. What up, my peeps?
Hey, shout out.
Who's that?
M.
Oh,
Shout
hey,
out to
mom.
M.
My daughter.
Oh, okay. Hey, my bad.
okay.
I'm just playing.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so like we hear about all these conflicts in the world, but nobody's talking about Guatemala. You know, there's like civil assault right now. Like it's just
I know that.
you see nobody know. Like they're just like they put like what do they call that in Spanish? It's called toque de queda. What do you call that?
Yeah.
Martial law.
Yeah, martial law.
They're in martial law. Well, I don't know if they got out of it, but a few weeks back, the martial law.
Oh yeah, because I think I saw something like they were doing something like they were fucking arresting all the gangsters and all that. They did
El Salvador movement.
yeah, Salvador movie. Yeah, I remember that shit. And I just feel like any moment the world's gonna go kaboom. Like I really feel it.
Look, I have daughters, but I'm here for it, bro. Like think about all the times you could have been born, dog. Like it's gonna be sad if something happens to them, right? It's gonna be my duty to take care of them as much as I can. But damn, we watch the world go kaboom, dog. Like, you're here in
Like
the time.
to me, since you brought that up, that's the only thing that I have fear that I got my kid. If it was, yeah, if I was by myself, man, bro, I'll be like the girl for Independence Day. Remember when she was at the roof? And she was like, "Let us in." Remember that movie, Independence Day? I was how bro.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
but
guys.
if they leave, bro, it might be better than surviving this, making them a slave to that system.
And imagine that shit, bro. Like, okay, let's play this for a moment, right? Let's say everything in the Bible's true, right? Imagine you see Jesus, bro, like real shit coming from the clouds.
You're gonna believe it, bro.
Imagine you're like, holy shit.
Because doubting it is gonna be like, damn, if I like you're fucked either way, you know,
like me, all I know is if Jesus will come and be like, "You're coming with me," I'll just be like, "What? What?"
Like, oh.
Nah, but imagine that shit though. Like,
it's gonna be the meanest promo of all time, bro.
For reals, bro.
You know, like,
you're cool right there. Fuck you.
And we saw what you did in the shower, bro. That really, you thought you were in private.
All the memes you saying.
Oh, so you thought that was funny, huh?
No, but it's just crazy because you see, I think that's the reason why a lot of people are scared of death, because the human is scared of what's gonna happen that you don't know.
Unknown, yeah.
Yeah, that's why humans are scared
of. We like to think we have any control.
That's what we do, but we have zero control over anything. Look at this. We could sit and we could plan for tomorrow. I could sit and be like, we're gonna do this and do this and do that. Life could be like, F you, I got another plan for you.
Way.
It's my way. And that's how you see it. Sometimes you could sit here, you could even the girl you want to marry. You don't.
She could wake up and decide she doesn't love you no more.
Let's say for example, even that. Let's say for example that you like, hey, I like that girl. But life is like, no, that's not for you. I have her for you. You know what I mean?
Strictly for character development. She's gonna tear you apart.
Tear you apart. And I just feel that you don't have control. We pretend and we think we have control, but we don't. No. We could sit here, we could plan a whole bunch of shit. Oh, I'm gonna have this kind of kids, and I'm gonna have so much kids. There's a lot of people in life is like, you're not gonna have no kids. And there's a lot of people out there that say, I don't want to have any kids.
I was one of them.
And life was like,
No.
Me, for example, me, bro, I was like, when I was a youngster, I was like, man, I want to have like five kids. I want to have like,
No, what's up, no?
what's up, my peeps?
We're talking about biblical stuff.
We're
Shout
talking
out.
about everything else right
Shout
here. We're
out.
talking about everything in life.
Going on here.
And then to me, bro, that's how I see it. You know what I mean? Us humans, we could sit here, bro, we could plan whatever we want. But life, he says no. God says no. That's not gonna happen. So I just feel like we just gotta just enjoy the ride, bro.
That's why I feel like not religion, but believing in God helps so much, bro. Because you believe you're covered by His mighty hand.
Yeah.
You're covered by His mighty hand. That you gotta believe it, bro. Or else this life gets terrible. You gotta believe that everything, even the bad, works out in your favor.
I think sometimes too, us as human beings, I think that's what keeps us going is believing in something. You know what I mean? Like when they say, hey, you know what motivates you? Keep going. Hey, you know what I mean? What pushes you? You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like, like God is helping me. And like for me, I'm a big believer. Like when I went through all my shit that I went through, I felt like I was like, all right, God, I do like
You were covered.
yeah. Like actually like I was just talking about this with my homie William that fool came at the weekend, right?
Shout out, William.
Shout outs to my boy Kretz. And he was telling me, yeah, but you don't believe in religion. I said, no, no. See, that's why a lot of people get me mixed up, bro. I don't believe in the human false religion that they have made up because the Catholic Church is the Roman Empire in fucking
And
disguise.
they like to blame another religion
Yeah,
for
for sure
everything.
they do. So with me, what I believe is I believe that there's an almighty guy. I believe that there's a creator. I believe in all that. But I don't believe that, oh my God, I'm going to go to church on a Sunday and eat something and tell some guy that lust is over women or lust and sins just like me. Go tell him my problems. No, even God says it in the Bible. Do 100%. He says it. The only way through God is through Jesus. I have the way
And the kingdom of heaven
through
is
me.
within.
Nobody else. And Jesus never even said build a church. Never in the Bible did he say build a church. I am the church. I am the message. I am He. You know what I mean?
The original him.
I am the original Him.
The
So
great I am. Yeah,
you know what I mean? So when a lot of people like that's why a lot of people when they tell me, "Oh, you don't go to church, you don't want to be saved." What do you mean, dude? Like, are you really that gullible that you feel that just because you go on a Sunday or you go on the weekend and you sit there with your nice little clothes on and you're sitting here thinking you're better? No, I could do that at home. I could sit there at home.
100%.
I could sit there at home. I could bring my daughter. Could bring my girl. We could sit there. We could pray. Why? Because I am the man of the house.
And so your job.
It's my job. That is my job. So yes, me. It's more power to everybody to go to church. I don't want to bring that down.
No. Each
This is
one.
my
I
opinion.
go to church. I have my personal
Yeah,
opinion
this is my
about it.
opinion.
No, you're
You
allowed.
feel?
You're allowed.
And
This is
this my-
America.
So it's not for long.
No, not for long. God bless us, man.
But like, and that's how I see it. I see it like, yeah, dude. There's a creator. There's people out there. There's a higher being out there.
Yeah.
But not how they portray it. Not how they. Even if you read the Bible, like to me, I was reading the Bible, and it seems like in the Bible, God is like the bad guy, and the devil is like the good guy. If you really see it, bro, like if you really see everything, then sometimes I sit here, I'm like, hey, did the devil really trick all of us?
You know what's funny about that? You familiar with Loki?
Yeah,
There is a myth that he killed all the gods and he tricked everybody into worshiping him.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying that's my belief, but there is a myth. You know that there's like he murdered every other good and he tricked everybody into worshiping him.
Yeah, because that's how you see. Look, if you see in the Bible, if you don't obey me, I will go kill everybody.
Shout out Sonia. Shout out.
Hello, my peeps. You know what I mean? Like the part in the Bible that says, "Oh, I'm gonna kill all the pharaohs. You gotta put the goat's blood." Why?
That's
Why?
a ritual.
Why? That's a ritual. Or the other one. Hey, you know what? Kill your son. Let's see if you're down for me. No, that's not a God of love.
Shout out to my brother.
Shout out as your brother for real.
Yeah.
What up, my peeps?
Yeah.
And it's just like a whole bunch of different stuff that you see. You're like, what? Like for example, when God sent those bears to kill the kid just because he marked an old man. Come on.
I feel like a lot of those are mistranslations.
No, I feel like everything is true.
No.
Because you see, we can't pick and choose what's a good
mistranslations for sure.
Yeah, what's a miss and what's not.
And I feel like the mistranslations is part of the whole thing.
And I feel too, like to me, I always see this. Okay, why does a all powerful God that created everything, need mud people, because that's what they call us in the Bible, mud people.
Made out of clay, yeah.
Okay, so why does he need us to write, bro? Did that ever occur to you?
Yeah.
The Egyptians, they didn't write in the Bible. It's there. Bam, bro. Everything, everything people saw, but nobody ever saw anything. You know what I mean? He just really, and the thing
Oh,
about it is,
now why do we get ding?
oh, he just tricked it for somebody. That's okay.
Oh, okay, okay. I don't know, man. TikTok's been acting funny. We didn't even say anything that wild today.
I know.
Give a shout out to TikTok. They're like the overlords TikTok.
For real.
You're part of the system, TikTok. You're part of the system.
And then I just feel that. Excuse me, what was I saying? I forgot.
That it was something about I was telling you it was a mistranslation. That why does the all powerful God need
Oh yeah,
people?
like I don't understand that. You'll be like, I just feel that it's another thing. Like the guy, the King James that wrote the Bible,
For sure manipulated.
bro, 100%.
For sure. They're doing it now.
Yeah,
They're doing it now again. They're removing stuff from the
because
Bible
you know why?
today.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because it's been going. Even look, but when they started writing the Bible, I think it was like 1,000 years since Jesus had passed. What would they know? He said, she said, and people started writing. And this,
Now that being said, right, they found like old versions of the same stories. I think it's the book of Matthew, word for word, the exact same.
and there's another one too, the Book of Enoch, right?
Well, I feel
They
like that's a big puzzle piece. That
they took that
yeah,
book off. Why? Because at the end, what they Enoch said, bro, the gods came, took me above, because I read that with the old Bible, bro. They took me above. This dude said they came in the chariot, right? Carried me all the way on top. They took me to heaven. So they went into, and then he said, when I was in heaven, there was rooms and everything was made out of metal. This dude was in a UFO. The aliens came and got this dude. Our ancestors were met by aliens, by the real creators, but they didn't know how to put it
into words.
into words. So they're like the gods, the Native Americans. What did they call the aliens? Star people, the Aztecs, everybody.
Well, if you think of the word heaven, it means
Yeah,
celestial, the sky.
yeah. So to me, that's why I know people like one day my cousin, right? She's like a religion, right? And she's like, how can you believe in aliens? And how can you? I said, you don't believe in aliens? No, but you believe in Jesus. Yeah, you believe in the carpenter guy that came and that a guy needed to impregnate a woman to have his kid. Yeah, but yeah, he didn't need a woman to impregnate to have Adam. Make it make sense.
My personal belief, it's the aliens we call are angels and demons.
Exactly. Exactly. Like there's some good angels and there's
They were probably all angels at one point,
yeah.
and then some flipped. And
And
like the story
you don't know
goes.
how many different aliens and different stuff there are,
And then those that walk that line, huh? That probably playing both sides.
100%. Because look, you know how they always say, like I made that old podcast, I mean the old episode years ago, I mean last year about my homie who's like that God made us all in his image. I think that whatever race of aliens made us in their image. That's why there's so many of us. That's why there's like Chinese people.
Yeah.
That's why there's blacks, whites, different color
There
eyes.
is a religion on this planet that has a pretty wild. I told you about this, huh?
Who?
I think it's the Latter Day Saints that believe it's a punishment to be born black.
Yeah. That this is like a jail.
Yeah, like and then that because the fallen angels that rebelled were sent here as
Yeah.
Right.
And I just feel like
Not my belief, TikTok. Not my belief.
I just feel that there's like a whole bunch of stuff that we don't know.
Yeah.
And they just because look at this, bro. If you keep telling yourself a lie, you say so many times that you start to believe it. You know what I mean? So the same thing, because once you're born is like the origin of everybody. Once you're born, you don't know about Jesus, you don't know about nothing, you don't know shit. And then people just start putting this information where you start believing, oh, it's because my mom and my dad told me. Oh, it's because my grandma
You
told
know
me.
what's crazy, bro? Like, there's been videos now. People that remember past lives and getting out of hell. Like, there's this little girl. I don't know if it's AI.
Mhm.
It says, "I remember crawling out of the earth and getting out of hell."
I think sometimes it's just like, I really don't believe that there's a hell. And I really don't believe like because okay, let's say for example this right. Let's say God is it's Almighty and all that, right? So for Him to create hell, you already knew that we're gonna fuck up because you created before. All right. Second, you know the future. You know everything that's gonna happen. Like they say, a leaf doesn't fall unless God allows it. Am I right? So you already knew that we were gonna sin. You already knew. How many times have you destroyed the world, dude? And you
Yeah, and I think
still,
that's a big problem with some religious sector. They like to install a lot of guilt.
yeah,
The forgiveness is key for everything.
yeah. Because I feel like, like if you see,
They try to shame people, make them feel guilty. Now, granted, there are. I think I'm not sure which ones they are. It explicitly says there's things that are not forgiven. Shout out to people watching us. It says that there are things that are explicitly not forgiven. I think creating artificial life is like one of those things, like messing with the life,
and with children,
yeah, with children, right?
fucking with kids,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
nah.
like there's things that are not forgiven. But like, I don't want to misquote, right? But there is most of everything is gonna be forgiven because we already. It says the righteous man fails 7 times, but he rises again. You know what I mean?
Damn, so I must have fallen 6 times and time for me to rise.
But as long as you keep coming back, bro, I think his forgiveness is the key for. And again, this is not a religious thing. I feel like a lot of churches like to guilt people because it makes more money. 100%.
100%,
I don't
bro.
know. I know that sounds terrible. That's just
No, but
my
it's true.
personal.
It's true.
Like, if a person's scared what's gonna happen if I don't give to the church, they're gonna give more money.
Like for example, this, bro. Like to me,
Not all churches.
no,
Not
to
all
me, how
churches.
I feel. To me, every church that I gone to has asked for money.
Yeah,
You
they gotta keep
know,
the lights on, bro.
and to me, no, but see, the thing about churches is that they don't pay for nothing, bro. Is
I think they have maintenance and utilities. They still gotta
that
cover it.
utility? I think they get taxes.
No taxes, yeah.
Yeah, no taxes. So everything. So to me, it's like people just want to shame you. Like for example, okay,
A lot of people do, yeah.
I'm tatted up, right? I like tattoos. I never gangbanged in my life. I never done none of that shit in my life, bro. None of that. I just like tats. I was born in this body. I look like a gang member right away, right? So I remember one time when I went to a church. I'm chilling there, bro. I went and because my homie had invited me. This is years ago. I think I was like, I didn't even have so many tattoos, bro. All I had was my daughter's footprints, this Scorpio that I got when I was 18. Oh, and I had my Savi flag right here that I took it off. I have my thing right. So I'm just there chilling.
That's a terrible choice for a tattoo.
You know, so I'm there chilling, and I'm at church, right?
Yeah.
And then like this couple come up to me, oh brother, I'm so happy that you came. I'm so happy that you left the drugs. The fuck? They left the drugs that you left, the streets. I know that I know. I know that you're probably like, gang banging back when I told her, you know me. And then she's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. We want to help you, do like the Bible study. And I was like, I'm good. I was like, straight up, like, this is my first and only time I'm going to be here. Oh, why? Because you proved my point. And they can't walk in.
And what we believe as, again, I'm not dominational, but we believe as that you were spiritually attacked in that precise moment. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's our belief that you were like, maybe you have a big gift that God wants to use, but He sent those same people, not God, right? But the enemy, our
Yeah.
enemy, which is this is most of the world is a spiritual warfare. I feel like you could agree with that, right? We're in constant spiritual warfare.
I know what I feel something like let's say, for example, God, right? You say the Father, what is it? The Son, the
The
Father.
Holy Trinity, yeah.
Okay. So if you really see the Bible, God is like bipolar and he has like different personalities. One personality is Jesus. The second personality is the Holy Spirit. The third personality is him. And the devil, because he is the devil too. He created evil. He even said it. He created the devil, he created evil, and he created us. He created everything. He's everything. He's all in one. He's God. He's Jesus. He's the devil. He's everything, playing everybody, just playing all characters. And one, if you really see everything, how everything is playing, like, okay, he came out here, right, as Jesus. And supposedly all of them are the same. There's some religions feel like all of them are the same. Other religions feel like they're different people. But if you really see it, to me, it's like they're all the same.
Most.
You know what I mean? It's like all three of them. It's like God created, and then he messed it up, and then he's okay. How can I build it? I'm gonna blame the devil. Oh man, now I gotta send my son out there. So to me, cause this is how I see. Let's say there is a God. Okay, let's say he did send Jesus over here, but who does he have to prove himself to? To who? Why would he send his only son for the sins if he created us? It's only him. He doesn't have to answer to nobody. So why did he need to send his only son out here? Why did he need to do all that?
I,
I,
Again, I think it's a lot of the mistranslations, bro. Because Jesus taught a lot of things that were, I guess you could call him even as a watcher, like in the Book of Enoch, right? He gave us a lot of tools to get to rise above
knowledge.
knowledge, or rise above this life. You know what
And
I mean?
yeah, and if you really see like look at this. Let's say you go to the Bible like Genesis, right?
Yeah. That's where Enoch ties in.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
where Enoch ties
Okay.
in.
So let's say you go to Genesis, right? He comes the devil. The devil came and he's like, Eve, let me holler at you for a minute. She came. He said, hey, you know what? God wants to keep you guys dumb, like children. I'm gonna make you guys. I want you guys to be like us. I want you to be like us. So I'm gonna give you the knowledge, the gods. So if you really see it, the devil just came and hooked us up. He tried to make us like him. He tried to make us like him. God wanted to keep us dumb.
It, in some ways, ignorance is bliss, bro. Because think about it, he gave us tools, he gave us firearms. What did we do? We started fighting with each other, killing each other. We received shame. We started covering up. Maybe sex isn't even that bad, bro. Back in the day, everybody was just
Because even God said it. Go out there and duplicate. Go out there and bang.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Go out there.
What is it?
And he never
Plentiful and
and he
plentiful.
never said, hey, get married. Go to church, get married. He never said that. He said,
Two become one
uh-huh,
flesh, the same flesh.
that's
Yeah.
it. And then I want you guys to multiply. You know what I mean?
Be bountiful. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, that how I see it, it was like, bro, it's like a whole bunch of mysterious shit, right? Like you say, like you look at the Bible, right?
Straight up mistranslated for
Yeah.
sure, bro.
And then there's another one too. Like, okay, Adam and Eve came, right? And okay, you're about to have a baby, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How long does it take that baby to learn how to walk?
If you're lucky, a year.
Okay. To learn how to crawl, to
Almost.
learn how to fucking como se dice eso, to fight for himself. How long does it take?
Oh, the whole lifetime.
Okay.
That being said, it knows how to swim right off the bat.
Okay. Okay. So now let me tell you this, right?
Yeah.
Who took care of Adam?
It's a tough question,
You know
huh?
what I mean? Who took care of Eve?
The age-old chicken or the
You know
egg.
what I mean?
What came first?
Who taught him all this? Other than this, where did Cain's wife come from? If Adam and Eve were the only ones, where did all those people when Cain killed Abel and he found all those people, bro? A whole town. Where did all those people come from? You know what I really think happened, bro? This is what I really think happened. This is me, okay? My opinion. I feel like back in the days, Adam and Eve were the first hybrids, bro, of aliens and humans. And they kept them somewhere, bro, in captivity. And that's what they call the Garden of Eden. They kept them
Yeah.
somewhere, bro. Somewhere taking care of them until they were grown enough. And there, Adam and Eve were the first humans, reptilians mixed with fucking us. And that's when we formed. And I guess we must have fucked up somewhere and somehow that the aliens said,
We gotta wipe this out.
fuck these fools. They kicked us out. And so they said, send them to the other ones. So they had how many people had already been inventing that we don't even know? How many times
We're
until
doing it now. We're
yeah.
doing it now.
So you know what I mean? So you really see it, bro. Like history repeats itself. How many times has the world ended? Like
And I think that's why the world is coming to a close, because we're messing with things that
yeah.
we shouldn't
And
be.
so I think like every time like the world just plays for so long until
The cycle repeats.
it's us restarts again. You know what I mean?
I can see
Because
that happening.
I feel like that's what happens. Okay, for example, there's like when they were ¿cómo se llama? When they were making the Babel, whatever the fucking tower,
Babylon, yeah.
Babylon, the tower, that the thing, right? We just made it again. Alexa, it's called all that.
The
You know what I mean?
AI.
AI.
That's a big sin. You know,
Yeah,
according to most literature, like
yeah.
even all the religions agree on one thing: we should not be messing creating life. Like,
Terminator told us in '92, bro.
yeah, they've been telling us that's a big one. We're not.
So like I think like the world repeats itself, and then we just
We forget everything and we
we
start.
parody, we start all over again.
You know what's interesting about that? Just this is what I think answers a lot of the gaps and questions for religion. Shout out to my brother. He's on the he's on the live where he was before we got kicked out. Um, like there's this theory about the little season, right? That they lied to us a lot about how history went. That there was the Dark Ages was the time that Jesus ruled the earth.
Yeah,
That Jesus was already came back. That there's this time there's empires like Tartaria that just erased. They're on maps, but they were just erased from history.
yeah.
They call it the Dark Ages, right? So during that time, according to Scripture, that was the time where Jesus ruled, and then for 1,000 years, the devil gets to rule, right? This is where all the confusion comes from. Maybe the story back then was crystal as clear, right?
Yeah.
But the perversion, that's
The-
what it is. Devil is not evil; it's perversion, bro. It twists and turns, kind of like Loki.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Loki, the trickster.
Yeah.
So all this confusion we have, maybe we got to a point. Like think about it, we removed all those bells from the churches. We removed all these things that used to heal people. They used to have linen in hospitals because linen heals. We might be living in a time where everything is upside down, bro.
Of course. Everything. Look, everything like good people dumb, bad people the cool ones now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got fucking
You get to choose how you want to live. It's
yeah,
not the way you were created.
yeah. I just feel that we're living in the end of
End times.
times. I feel like we're living in the end of times, and I just feel that I just feel like the world like this happens all the time. Like it happened with the flood.
We don't learn.
We don't learn it. We just keep on going. I feel that it's just because look, bro. Even if we're talking about history, right? Let's say now let's talk a little bit about history, right? Let's say the United States, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Do you really think like you look at the old buildings from like 18th centuries or whatever, right? Big old tall churches with the nice. You think those guys really created that, bro? With little things? No, bro. This world
Was already
was
here.
already here.
And that's
This,
where it ties into what I was
yeah,
just telling
yeah.
you
This
about.
world was already here. We just found it, like the White House. The White House, they found it. They don't know who built it. They don't know that. But in the when there was the war, they found it, bro. All these buildings that you see, like you're gonna tell me that when they're like, oh, like the Wild Wild West, they had no water in the desert. So how were they building all this, bro? When there was no water, no sewers, no nothing.
That's
How?
probably where the reset happened,
How?
huh?
I really feel like whatever whoever lived here before us was smarter than us, and they built underground tunnels. They built all that.
Which the rich are doing now again.
Yeah, so I feel that everything. You know how they came from the west. I think people were going at the bottom,
They were hiding from
hiding,
something.
and I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. But because if you really see it, bro, like not just that people say, oh, you think like the Egyptian, the pyramids, humans made it. No, aliens made everything, bro. You look at this, they don't make buildings how they used to make before. Real shit. Look at Greece. You go back to like 200,000 years. How they used to build the rocks, the roads. They're still to this day good. You go to the 105, bro.
Every
Crack.
nowadays, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So how is it that technology from back in the days where they only had a little rock and a little hammer, bro, they're gonna make those fucking big ass, humongous ass.
Like the Wall of China,
Come on,
all
man.
that, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like so much stuff that we look at and we just because we don't want to fight. Yeah, it's true. But no, if you really look at it, you're like, now that you're grown, shit doesn't make sense.
No, there's a gap.
Yeah, there's a gap in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna tell me that we really went to the moon? No. Nobody has been to space because
Ah,
there's water above and there's water below.
firmament. Now
Yeah,
who's talking about the
like
Bible?
real shit, bro.
Huh?
And I just feel that there is like nobody has left there, bro. I feel like this is a jail.
You can't.
Nobody has, and I don't even feel like I feel like there's no like the planets and all that that told us it's all BS. Outer space is the ocean.
Yeah, like that astrology thing. I think they 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 mess with that too because you could kind of if things do tend to happen, like you could see it like a not like a prediction thing, but like a historical thing or what was going on, like earthquakes, hurricanes, maybe stuff was moving around
Yeah,
and bam, like it hit right. And they tell you not to look at that, but all the rich try to predict the future with astrology. You know what I mean?
yeah, dude.
They tell you not to look. It's a control mechanism for
Like for
sure.
example, back on the Egyptians, when it was the blood moon, they thought it was the god of war, and they had to go and kill people for
There
the
was
night.
there was just a blood moon, and what did we do?
Yeah,
Go
Merc,
go murk, blood
Merc people.
sacrifice,
Yeah.
right?
So even to this day, bro, it's going on, and people feel like, oh no, it's not true, and this and that. It's like there's a whole bunch of stuff in this world that we don't know, and there's a lot of people out there like they're just like concentrating and like, no, this is what it is. No, it's I think like the world has been resetted so many times, and I feel like the God, like the religion, bro, was made up just to keep us. Because look, bro, real shit. If there was no God, if people didn't believe in God and all that, there would be no rich people because people would already went to go get them. Why do people are afraid to go murder people and unalive people? Because they're scared to go to hell. They're scared of God. So that's the reason why. If there
We
was
too,
no,
we would have murked them already.
yeah, you know what I mean. And I always say this, right? Like a lot of people say, "Oh, you have to accept Jesus." Okay, what about the people that were here before they knew about Jesus? Where they go? You know what I mean?
That's where I think there was nobody here before.
Yeah. So I'm like, I feel like sometimes everything they taught us is like
It's
BS, bro.
messed with.
Yeah, it's BS, bro.
Like if you start combining the book of Enoch with Genesis, it start making a little bit more sense, right?
Yeah, because you feel like, why did they take this book off?
Why specifically
Why
that one?
specifically it is? When I remember as a kid, because my aunt was so religious, she used to read us the Bible, and I remember, and then me being like that too, I said they're reading the Bible too, and it just makes it like there's a lot of stuff, bro, that it doesn't make sense.
And I could agree with that. I could agree with that. What I do believe is that we are covered by the mighty hand of God.
Of course, we are. Something is protecting us, because whoever created us at the end loves us, bro.
Yeah. And then all that crap that they're saying, oh, you have to repent. No, God forgave us already
Yeah, because a lot of people
because He
say
knows that we're flawed, bro. Like,
not just that, okay, but so why did Jesus come then?
man,
And not just that, but a lot of people
set us
say,
free.
because a lot of people say, oh, Jesus came to sacrifice himself. How? 3 days? He rose up. And he went, he already knew it was going to be. God said, hey, I'm going to murk you. But in 3 days, you're going to come back like nothing. You're going to come and chill with me. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? So he's like, well, like to me, it was just a show, bro. And then if let's say that's true, so that means that he died for our sins. That means that
Or
we are sinless because he paid for our sins. So that means that when we die, we're clean.
yeah.
Because I think that's how we pay for our sins by death. We die, we end up clear. So whatever,
Now you're starting to get there.
yeah. So wherever we go to the other side, or wherever we go after this, we should already be clean.
And then that's where all the shame and guilt, right? Like, what happens when a person starts like what happens? Okay, let's just see. Have you ever seen those how they come and get people when a couple's fighting because it just gets worse and worse, right?
Uh,
So what happens? He already feels enough shame, and what happens? Instead of beating her up, what does he do? He starts like tying her up, like don't go tell the cops.
yeah,
He thinks there's no hope for him. He thinks there's no hope for him. It gets worse.
and
It gets
worse.
worse until he kills her. And then he's like, you really don't feel. And then this one starts hiding. He's not afraid to kill anymore. It just keeps perverting and perverting until there's no point.
To by no return. Like for example, guy, it's true what you said. There's a guy that cheats on his girl. Listen,
Oh yeah, one time.
against the mistress pregnant. Now he's like, holy shit, my marriage. Instead of him telling the wife, hey, you know what, man, I fucked up. I'm sorry. And you know, no, what does he do?
Told you that was a secret, bro. No,
He goes, murks the side chick, murks
where's
the
the baby?
baby, goes out, and then he goes in there and he gets caught. He made one simple thing into big one. It's like, hey, you know what, babe? I'm sorry. I cheated on you. This girl's pregnant. Can we work at it? I probably you're gonna say no. Boom. But imagine you made something that maybe the chick could have been like, you know what? Let's work on this.
You don't even know if the baby's gonna make it through, bro.
100%. But now you did this.
And now there's no going back.
There's no going back. That's why I always tell my daughter too. I say, sometimes as humans,
We make
we
mistakes.
make this something little to a humongous problem. There's so many dudes sitting in jail right now because they made something small.
And now once you get there,
That's it, bro.
it's a different game, huh? Like yo, you got in there. They look up your papers. Now you have forced to defend yourself.
Especially if you
You
went in
kill
there, bro.
again. You kill
Oh
again.
yeah. Especially, bro. Hell, I remember when I was like that, bro. I remember when I was in there, they ask you like, "What are you here for?" And then you tell them, and then because they know that you're about to go home, they tell you, hey, "You got to go do this, go
They,
put in work."
they test you.
Yes, hell no, bro. Like me, bro. I was like, nah, bro. I'm not. Oh, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and
You
nah,
fucking
bro.
hater.
Yeah, I remember I was just like, I'm just here for 2 years, bro. I'm here for weed. I'm just gonna go home after this shit. Folks be like, hey, fool, you got your shank, dog. Like, nah, fuck, I'm not about to shank nobody. I'm not about to do none of that shit, dude. You know what I mean? You gotta be ready for war. What war, bro? I don't even know you guys, dude.
Like I forgot your name already,
Yeah, for like I
dog.
don't even know you,
And I
dog.
don't
Like,
want to know you, dog.
yeah,
You
like
gotta
real
be-
shit, dude. It's just like I remember this fool right there. He was gonna get down one day because I fool didn't believe in Jesus. And the fool like, I'm gonna go fuck him up in Jesus' name.
Those is what give us the bad name.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was looking at him, bro, like,
You think that's what Jesus would do?
come on, dude.
Yeah, and it's Yeshua.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I was just like, there's a movie I was watching. It's called in the Watch.
Okay, yeah.
And like before the fool went to go do a drive by, the chick is like, God protect us. You're about to go kill people, and you're fucking doing the cross here,
The
bro.
protection is understanding that you can still go back.
Yeah,
Forgiveness, bro.
yeah, like
Forgive.
stop right
Okay,
there.
they kill somebody. I
Yeah.
know it's hard to forgive, but you're making it worse. Now you're involved in the mud.
Uh-huh.
That's why I think religious, like feeling that there's no going back for you, is dangerous. And that's where a lot of shame and guilt. I think those are the worst.
Yeah, because I feel like okay, like when you have guilt, you do more stupid shit. Because like, for example, let's say for example, we're saying like the guy that cheats on his girl, right? Let's say he murders that chick. Now let's say a neighbor saw him. Fuck, now
I
you
have
gotta
to
go
murk
work
him.
that. Now let's say there's cameras. Now you gotta go inside and work everybody
You
and
take
get
the
the fucking
camera.
tapes. You know what I
And then,
mean?
right now, what if a little kid sees you?
He's done.
In a fit of rage, you've ruined so many
Lies,
lives.
bro. And
For
that baby wasn't even yours.
get the DNA test. Get the DNA test. Hey, bro, you telling us a story? I'm just
You know, imagine that shit, bro. Like, nah, man, it's just a lot of shit that's going on that sometimes we throw away our lives for the smallest
mistakes.
mistakes, dude.
Forgive yourself. Try to make it better. Try to make up for it if you can. Stealing a piece of candy becomes robbing a bank with a freaking gun. Why? Because that shame. Oh, I already stole anyways. There's no hope for me. There's no hope
There
for
was,
me.
I remember since you said that, there was a kid when I was locked up, right? And like they take you to, I don't know if you ever been locked up, no?
No.
Okay, so they take you like, let's say when you're sick or something, like they take you like every month, right, to get medical, right? And I remember that they'll wake us up in a cell. I was in a tower, so they'll wake you up and they'll take you fucking to what's that about the downtown hospital where everybody dies?
Oh, the freaking
The Hispanic one, the real tall
the
one?
general hospital.
General hospital, right? But they keep you on the basement. That's where jail is at, the basement. So there's a big old tunnel from the towers to that, and you walk the other way at the bottom. That's what I'm telling you. There's tunnels because I've been to the tunnels.
If there's tunnels for that, there's
Yeah,
tunnels for
so there's
everything.
tunnels, and we're going boom, and we get up there, right? And out of nowhere, like they put you in the room because you gotta wait. You did the whole day, but to make it easy for you to like visualize. You're in a small room, it's smaller than that, like probably like this. Oh my god, there's a toilet right there. And anyways, right, so I was at the chilling. I got there like at 7 in the morning. I'm there chilling. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be here all day. And lower becomes a young bug, right? He was like 20, 20, right?
The best age to fuck up your
Yeah.
life.
And I was these days. How old was I? I was 30. I was 30. Yeah, I was 30 years old, bro.
Season bet.
Yeah, I was 30. This was like 21. I'm just there, right? Me, I don't talk to nobody, bro. And I always kept it to myself, but I just listen. The more you listen, the more you get to know people. You know what I mean? So I was just quiet, and this was like, he's telling his homie, right? Yeah, fool. I'm only 21, dog, but life is over for me already. What the fuck? For like, I'm thinking in my mind, dog.
That statement is so dangerous.
Yes, I'm telling you. And I'm like, yeah, if you already give up. But I was telling my little brother, like, nah, you still have your whole life ahead of you. But me, I'm already a fucker, girl. So why am I even going to change? And I'm like, I'm just listening to him, bro. And I'm like, that's crazy, man. Like the mentality this fool has. Like, you're only 21, bro.
That's
It's,
the devil.
yeah,
Right there,
yeah.
that's for sure he's gonna get possessed. And I'm not talking about that like
Yeah,
the mentality shift. That's a shift towards like I'm not going back.
yeah. Like to me, I remember one day they took us out of our cell, right? And they always like let you use your phone and all that shit. I mean, not your phone, but like the phone right there. And we had a line. I remember the cop used to call me. He's like, "When are you guys leaving? When are you leaving?" And I was just like, "Hey, I was already there for a while, bro." So I remember I was like, I just got 5 more months." You got 5 more months. I was like, yeah, you got 5 more months, man. You know you're gonna come back. No, I'm not.
Ooh,
I was like, no, I'm not. Yeah,
ooh.
everybody comes back. Everybody comes back. And I was like, yeah, that's the mentality that a lot of people have. But if you really don't want to go back, bro, like I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go back. But there's people out there, bro, like I love that shit, dude. I
Because they're
love
already perverse. Bro. They're okay with having a prison wife. They're okay with all this,
like me.
or being the prison wife. Bro.
That's just that, bro. There's no disrespect to nobody. Everybody does their own shit. But to me, bro, when I was in there, bro, and like they throw you in a room like this, right?
Yeah.
And he has a whole bunch of shower heads. Fool, you're in there with 60 dudes taking a shower, bro. Everybody butt naked. You in there, you gotta hurry up. You got 5 minutes, bro, to take a fucking shower, to put on your clothes and all that. After that, you gotta get out. And I just die, big dog. But they make you walk, let's say from here to far, bro. Or to where you left your car parked the last time. They give it a jump.
Okay, right. Like maybe half a block.
Butt naked, bro. Butt naked, bro. You're walking butt naked with your clothes naked, dude. And you got all that's because they try to what's that?
Instigate that shit.
Instigate. They try to break you down. They try to do a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? And you go walking, fools like, what's up? Like, what the fuck? You guys are dudes, man. And then you walking, and then there's like, what they try to do is like, they try to tell you like, hey, man, don't come back here. You're gonna get treated like an animal. And there's out there fools that love that shit, but like
Maybe
me,
break your spirit.
yeah,
Yeah.
they try to break it. Like to me, I was like, man, I ain't coming back over here. Fuck that. I'm only here for weed. I'm only here because I had a hundred plants growing.
But I think to this day it's a big deal,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
it's
So I went down for cultivating. For cultivating, I've been planning. They had me down as a drug dealer.
you're lucky you didn't go trafficking.
No, I did.
Oh
Yeah, yeah,
damn!
yeah. It was,
Those are charges.
yeah, it went for traffic. Yeah, I'm a felon. It went for traffic. I went like in my record. Yeah, I'm a trafficker. I'm a narco. They ain't gonna make a show about me in narcos.
I seen you on Netflix. No.
It
But
just
those are the things I'm telling you about. That's where I feel like even religion has been perverted. Because again, I go to a non-denominational church. It doesn't have a denomination, and people like you go like with tattoos. Like my brother, shout out to my brother. He has tattoos. He has that build and look.
I
Like
see
this,
your brother.
yeah, he has that look, right?
The Tadu,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. He looks like a mean motherfucker, right? But the point I'm trying to tell you is that a lot of churches with that mentality, they make you feel like there's no hope for you, and that's what you encountered. The spirit of fear, anxiety, all that. That's not from God. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Maybe I'll go to hell for that. But I'd rather go to hell believing that my God loves me and knows me who I am. They say, "Come as you are." You know what? Even Nirvana. That's why he shot him. Come as you are. He knows that I'm trying not to go back to who I used to be, and then I thank him every day.
Like me, yeah, dude. Like me, like God knows, bro. Like me, I believe, like I always say, I'm always thankful because, like me, bro, like I think, to be honest with you, my boy, I've been alone since I was 8, right? Since I met my mom, and I feel like the one that kept me alive was God. I always say, you know what? Thank you, God. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for feeding me. Thank you for fucking all the shit that I've been through a lot of pain, and I rose from that. You know what I mean? And maybe like a better man. I'm not mad at God for shit that I've been through because I put myself in the predicaments.
Some of it.
Yeah, I put myself in some
Some of it.
situations. You know what I mean? But I just feel like I I thank him for always having my back because, bro, when I was in the streets as a teenager, dog, like as a teenager, like, bro, I got jacked, jumped, beat up, and all that shit, bro. And a lot of shit could have happened to me in the streets as a youngster, bro. And thank God, like, I met cool people that took me in. I met like a lot of people that, hey, man, come and live with me. My cousin took me in when I was like 16 and all that shit. And I just feel that I've been through a lot of shit where that's the reason probably why sometimes I'm cold hearted, or sometimes I don't really feel sorry for people, bro. And that's why I feel like
Like, get up.
yeah. Like get
I
up,
feel you.
and I also feel like I never had like what a lot of people had, like a mom and a
A
dad to run
family.
to, a family to run to. So I think like all of my problems that I always faced it by myself. Like I always said it by myself, like, all right, guy, me and you. And I even like I'm not gonna sound crazy, but even I even made like a third personality at one time. You know what I mean? I remember like I went to therapy one day. He was like, no, because you needed a strong personality because you felt inside weak and alone. So you had to create
A
a
persona.
persona. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? And I always felt like I was always alone and I was always this. So I always had to create something where it's like, ah, you know, fuck you,
The
dude.
self defense
Yeah,
mechanism.
yeah, you know what I mean? So uh,
Like, I don't need you anyway.
there we go. And so that's why me being like, changing the thing, that's how me, that's why I always feel like when somebody fucks me over, I'm like, ah, I already knew you were gonna fuck me over, bro. I'm already waiting
For the moment.
for the moment so you could turn the heel on me. I'm already waiting for that moment because my mom told me, I remember when I was a young boy, my mom was like, you know what? I don't love you. Nobody's gonna love you in this world. Get that to your fucking head. I said, 100.
And here's the power of God, bro. In Jesus' name, I rebuke that, bro.
Thank you.
I rebuke that.
You know?
I'm nobody, but I believe in my God, and I rebuke that, bro. Those are
Yeah,
some fucking powerful words from a powerful person in your life.
I
She
remember
should have known better.
I remember like as me growing up, bro, like real shit. And that's how I feel like that's why growing up and I always felt like let's say for example like a chick would cheat on me or a chick would be like, I don't want I already knew that was gonna
Kind of saw
happen.
it coming. Damn.
Huh?
Like, I kind of
Yeah,
saw it
yeah.
coming.
Or a homie fucking me over or something like I'm already I already knew it. But it's just
Catastrophizing,
like
right?
a time. It's a timing. It's a timing.
They
So
all like you all do this.
yeah, yeah. So like that's why I'm like whatever. And I always keep going in life because I never had nobody to run to. Every problem that I always had to deal with, I always had to deal with myself. That's why, like, when I was in the hospital, I remember my sister was like, dude, you look like nonchalant. You know they're about to crack you open, right? And I was like, yeah,
It's another day in the life.
yeah. And then she was like, you're not nervous, you're not scared. And I said, all I'm thinking about is that when I wake up, I gotta heal, and I'm gonna go through pain. I gotta do this, and I never saw, bro, like me. I never saw the problem. I always see the solution. Because if I always dwell, oh my God, I'm going through this. Oh my God, this. Nah, bro. Okay, I'm going through this. How am I going to go through it? When I go through it, I'm going to be strong. And that's how you got to go, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what, like, the people at the gym, they tell me, damn, Rob, you still keep coming back. What am I supposed to do, bro? Quit? Sit there and cry?
Just go and die somewhere. Like,
Nah,
no.
bro. At first, he came with my leg got fucked up. Boom, that did surgery, right? Came back. A car accident, boom. Went back. Hey, out of nowhere, boom. Did surgery, boom. A fucking back, boom. Fucking feet surgery because they were fucked, boom. I still keep coming back. I still keep coming back. Why? Because there's somebody in me, bro. You know what I mean? That's fucking strong. There's like, we
and
gotta go through
and
this.
it's almost like something's actively trying to take you out, but your
Yes.
God is like, nah,
Yes, and that's
like,
exactly even
nah.
look even right now before you came, me and my girl were talking about it, and I told my girl because my girl was like, "How's your leg doing?" Because I fucked up my leg like
Yeah.
fucking 2 weeks ago.
The way you
Bench,
said it was funny. I'm sorry.
it does go like leg pressing, right?
Yeah.
And then my girl's like, I told my girl like, "Hey, baby, you know what's crazy?" She's like, "What?" Since I was 32, every year I go through shit. Have you noticed? And she goes, "Holy shit, for reals, huh?" And I was like, yeah, I heal from one. The next year I go through some other shit. I heal from that. The next year I go through another one and another one. I told her exactly what you said. So it feels like either somebody did witchcraft on me, or it feels like life just wants to take me out, and God is like, nah,
Not him.
he's here for to do something. And then my girl's like, yeah, because you've been through a lot of shit, man. And I was like, fuck, just like 2024. I told her from COVID to 2024,
Been
bro,
through
I
a
was
ton.
like fighting for my life. And it's just like the mentality that you have, bro. That's how I feel. Like the mentality and like how strong you are, dude.
Yeah.
That you are.
Yeah, and I truly believe that God, bro, like, yeah, we're going through something, but when you're covered by Him, it's a softer hit.
Yeah.
It could, regardless of how terrible a situation was, like by an inch or by a centimeter, it would have been over. Right? Like, let me give you an example. Right? This is a fruity example. My nail, right? I crushed it completely. It was a lot of pain, right? Weird accident, but nothing happened. You
It just
know,
hurt.
it should have. My finger should have been completely crushed. Right, like I got hit, rear-ended really, really hard. Nothing happened. I wasn't with my daughter.
Good job, man. That's good
I
job.
wasn't
It's
with my
good.
daughter. So let's just say your heart, right? Like you told that story about how it was supposed to be in one hospital
Yeah.
and went to another.
You know what's crazy about that? I'm gonna tell you how, because a lot of people tell me, "Did you have a heart attack?" I said, "No, I didn't have none of that." This is all it happened, bro. It's crazy because I do believe that God did this. Okay, this is how that shit happened, bro. I'll be honest with you, because you're my people, right? The people here. Me and my girl, we're going through a lot of problems. We're about to split up.
Most couples,
We're
most couples.
literally about to split up, bro. Literally, bro. We're fighting every single fucking day, right?
Yeah.
Every fucking day. So I remember that day. We were arguing. But I remember I had a cold, okay? And I got up. I remember I got up like it was 11 o'clock at night. I remember I got up and I was like, fuck, can't fucking breathe. And then I think I had a week where I couldn't sleep laying down because like my air would stop. So I have to sit down. Sometimes I would come here to the main cave and just chill, but bring out my dogs and just fall asleep sitting up. That's how I would go to sleep sometimes. But that day, I woke up and I was like, fuck, I can't breathe. I'm gonna go drink some NyQuil because I had a cold. So I remember I fucking pounded NyQuil and I went back to bed. And I was like, this is sleep. I don't know where I felt like somebody came. Hey, I remember I opened my eyes and I was like, huh? Blah, I fucking threw up, bro. I was like, what the fuck? And then like I always get this when I talk to myself, right? Like a third person, bro. I always as a kid.
I understand you.
So I was like, hey bro, I think you gotta go to the doctor. And I was like, fuck that. Like I'm not gonna go to the fucking doctor. It's just a fucking NyQuil. Blah, blah, fucking throwing up, bro, blah, blah, throwing up. After that, my girl gets up. It was like 4 in the morning. I've been throwing up since 1. It's 4 in the morning, and I'm like, blah, start throwing up blood. Then my girl's like, you throwing up blood? I said, yeah. She was, come on, let's go to the doctor. So we go to the doctor, right? We're sitting there. They do me some tests. And they're like, oh, you have a stomach something. And she's like, all right. They were about to let me go home when a doctor came out of nowhere, bro. And he's like, have they checked his heart? And they're like, no, I want a test on his heart because his heart is it's beating too fast. Shouldn't be beating that fast. And they're like, are you feeling okay? And I remember like I started feeling like todo pendejo, like all dumb, dude. And I was just like, like, oh, I'm like, I told her, oh, the thing with my heart is normal. Since I was a kid, it always beat fast. And then like, oh, all right, but we're gonna check it. Uh, they
You don't
check.
want to leave her
Yeah,
anyway.
I wanted to leave, bro. Before they checked my shit, big dog. This checked my shit. This fool came back and he's like, your heart is completely failing. Huh? Yeah, man, it's only working 20%. How are you alive? This is what he told me, bro. Tell me God he wasn't keeping me your boy alive. He goes, this is your heart, right? Let's say this is your heart. From here to here, it's white. That means there's no blood going in there. How are you alive, man? I have no clue. He goes, it's only this little bit that is pumping blood. Your heart is only working 20%. You need an emergency heart surgery. I said, no. Are you sure? I said, nah, man, you guys gonna open. And right there, like the fear came, right? I was scared right there. I was like, nah, man, blah, 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 blah. And then my girl was like, nah, I don't think you should do it, blah, 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 blah.
She was scared
Yeah,
too.
she was scared too. And then, like, I remember my homie Silver had told Silver, he's like, cabrón. Nah, man, you gotta do this and you gotta do that, and blah, blah, blah. I was over, bro. Everybody left. Because, like, they told me you can't go home. Oh, this is more painful, bro. They said this. Oh, we're gonna put a right here. We're gonna put a tube that maybe could blow up your no. You could blow up your veins so your heart could work, bro. They did that, but since I had a rotated cup there, it wouldn't go. That shit was painful, bro. And then they did it through here to my shit, painful, dog. None of them worked, so I was in pain. After that, they left me there, bro. Right, and I remember I was just like, hey God, I was just like praying, but I was like, God, like I'm scared right now, but I don't know what to do, man. And then like I started talking to myself, bro, and I was just like, I don't even worry about it, big dog. Like You're gonna go through this. After this, you're gonna go home. You're gonna go better.
You think you were talking to
Yeah, he's like, I was like, big, for real. And I was
yourself.
like, look, big dog. And I was talking like it was somebody else, bro. That sound crazy, but that's how I was at the moment. And it was like, look, big dog, you're gonna go through this right now. You're gonna go through a little bit of pain. You're gonna get better. You're gonna go out with your daughter. You're gonna be cool. But what about if I don't fucking make it, dude? What about if I fucking die in the fucking in the table, dude? And nah, you're not. You're not gonna fucking die in no table. And I was like, all right, fuck it. And then that doctor came. So you willing to do the surgery? I said, yeah, man. I remember they went. So I was at Kaiser, big dog. I was at Sunset. So when I go there, I got there on a Wednesday. On Friday was supposed to be my surgery, right? I get there and I'm like, fuck, today's the day. Blah blah. Another doctor came and goes, hey man, we won't be able to do the surgery today. And I got mad, but I was like, but why? You guys been having me here for a week, and now you telling me no. So I guess that's not that bad. So I guess my heart ain't that bad for you guys to keep doing this. Just let me go home. No, we can't do that, blah blah. Because the reason why we're not gonna do your surgery is because the surgeon that was gonna do your surgery died today. What? Yeah, so he died today of a heart attack. So he won't be able. So the guy that was gonna do my surgery died of a heart attack. And I said, "Holy shit! Okay, so you're gonna have to wait because we're finding a doctor." So they sent me to Seaside, Seaside,
Cedar Sinai?
Seaside. Send me over there to the best medical guy in America. Boom. The dude came because yeah, man, I do this all the time. Don't worry about it. Boom, the fool did it, and here I am.
Yeah, that's another example how somebody else's tragedy ended up helping somebody
Yeah,
else.
and I came in and boom. And I remember, bro, I remember like it's crazy because when the doctor came, they came and put my sister, my mother was there that I don't really talk to, and my girl, my daughter, everybody was there, right? And I remember when they took me to the thing, because I'm praying, big dog, the whole time. You know what I mean? Like I'm praying the whole time I'm going there. And like right when they fucking cause look, bro, I'm gonna tell you this, when I was going through leg surgery, I woke up.
Get that over there. Sorry, TikTok's been acting funny. We're getting too deep, guys. We're getting way too deep. We're hitting the right subject.
What? What?
You see, we're getting too deep. We're hitting the nail. We've been having issues with TikTok this whole time. Let me see. Let me get it. Oh, there you go. And you didn't even touch the
For
square. You
real.
see what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
hitting deep.
And I remember, bro, like going in and they passed you to this fucking table, right? Oh, before this, I woke up at my surgery. What do I doing leg surgery, bro? I remember I woke up and I was like, what's going on? The doctor was like, put him back to sleep. So that was my fear, waking up from heart surgery, right? So I remember before that, I told the doctor, hey, can you guys do me a favor? Yeah, can you guys pray for me, man? Like before I go into this? The doctor was like, we don't usually do it, but if you're gonna go to sleep better, come on, let's pray. I remember holding there, and then the nurse came and she said a prayer, and then I remember I was like, they put the mask on, and then I was just like, I remember the last thing I told the doctor was like, hey doc, can you promise me that I'm gonna wake up? That fool said good night, and he knocked out, bro. I was 15 hours on the surgery. I remember when I woke up, it's crazy, bro, because I remember I was sleeping. It,
Scared,
yeah,
huh?
like I remember I just jumped up. And my daughter was there. And I remember I had like tubes right here. My heart, I still have all the scars. Like I had tubes coming in, tubes here, tubes here. And I remember I see my daughter, and I was just like, boy, and I was so high out of pills that I saw me as a child sitting next to me. And I told myself hi. And
Yeah.
I was here, bro. And after that, I was just like, hey, guy, whatever I'm here for, whatever I said, whatever you keep helping me and saving me from, I'm here for a reason, bro.
Yeah. And then this is a reminder to those who like blame God when things happen. It's like sometimes you can't avoid what's gonna happen to you, but if you really believe that He's gonna be there for you, He'll be with you the whole way.
hundred
He'll
percent, bro.
cover you.
100%.
And then sometimes there's hits you just can't avoid.
Hell yeah, bro. Sometimes this shit, and like to me now, like now, bro, I value my life. I value my friends around me, bro. And I just value my time, bro. And I feel like that's the reason why I don't like drama. I don't like stupid shit. I like to avoid dumb people, but I like to avoid problems, fights, because I've been through a lot of shit that I appreciate life. I value my life. I value the people around me, bro. And I could give a rat's ass about people that don't like me because they're here for nothing. You know what I mean?
In a lot of ways, we're alike, bro. I'm the same way. I look for a reason. I'm like, I knew you were gonna do it. Like I know, like you know what I mean. Like I
Yeah,
know, like, and it's me just not even giving them a chance to be human.
yeah,
We're all human.
yeah.
We all
just
make
I just feel
mistakes,
that sometimes we do that because we've been hurt so much.
and we're afraid.
Yeah,
It's more out of fear.
yeah. More out of fear. It's more out of fear. So like to me, it's like oh, that girl don't like me. Let's say when I was single, the girl would leave me hanging. Ah, it's alright.
I knew.
I said I knew it.
She's for the streets anyway.
I knew it. Or somebody on that, like you're already preparing yourself. You know what I mean for the downfall.
And we all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes. And I just feel that life teaches you, bro. Teaches you a lot of shit,
Yeah.
and especially God, bro. Like God, whoever you believe in, the universe, Allah, whatever, is here to teach us a lesson, bro. And I feel like everything we go through in life, people that we meet, obstacles that we go through are here to make us better. And even the people that fucked us over came here to teach us not to be so gullible, not to just believe everything that people come and tell us. Every like life is a learning
And
lesson.
maybe they didn't deserve your presence.
Yeah. A lot of people, it's true what you said because there's a lot of people out there that don't deserve you.
There's a belief out there that before your great comeback, he'll show you the hearts of everybody around you.
You
Some
know,
people don't deserve your treasure.
you know what? 100% because back in the days, I used to be so cool with a bunch of people where now when I was going through shit, they left my girl hanging, they left my daughter hanging, they left me hanging. Nobody was there. But yeah, now that I'm doing good, they're coming out here asking me for money, asking me for dogs, asking me for this. No, where were you at, bro, when I needed help?
Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna ask you for, an excess.
I got you, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And to wrap it up for everybody, we're heading into some interesting times. Remember, the spirit of fear is not from God. The spirit of fear is not from God. Any words to the fans, man? Thank you
No,
for
man, I just
joining
want to
us.
thank everybody, man, for stopping by. I just want to thank everybody who watches our shit, who comments on the shit. You know what I mean? The new followers, the old followers, and we always doing this shit every weekend, man.
Today was powerful, my boy. My boy. Today was powerful, man. Great
Eh,
story, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And to our people, whatever you guys want us to talk about, just leave us a message, and we'll talk about whatever you guys want. You know what I mean? Every week, me and my boy Sal go catch us up.
At least once a week, we'll try to shoot one out there.
For real, man. Well, thank you, my peeps. I really appreciate you. God bless you always. And remember, man,
Stay strong.
only you could prevent bullshit from coming in your life.